Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I found two cards on the floor. I thought they might be cards that we used yesterday from the Tarot Grand Lux, but they're not. I don't know how they got down there. Or out of the deck because the cards were in their box. Anyway, on the floor was the King of Cups. It's like, what do we take to his expression? He looks tired. A little sad. And then we've got Temperance here. And you can see that she's like raising these glasses. She's raising the spirit. Temperance. So what's that all about? I felt like using the Psychic Tarot. So we'll do that. Good afternoon, Cynthia. Well, good morning. Listening while in the back of the pharmacy. Good morning, Sunshine. Sunshines. Good morning, Cynthia, darling. We'll have a look at this card. Preparing a voyage. Preparing to travel. Oh, we had that card yesterday. Right, the Psychic Tarot. The Journey of Love. This top card just fell off a minute ago. The Bride offers herself. And we use the Tarot Grand Lux. The air's a bit sticky today. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Everybody, everybody. Everybody, come on, dance and sing. Everybody, get on down, do your thing. What's coming through is, and lead us not into temptation. Wanting to be left to do their thing. This card here. That one can go first, that's fine. You can see why. It's about the masculine today. Well, the masculine's on my cards and chakras. 2 chakra cards. Oh, we're kind of coming to this hot energy here because the colour's red, and then it's continued, and I'm just feeling, well, that's a bit of a hot energy. That's better. Okay. Cards feel a bit snappy. Our Father who is in heaven. I thought of my father today, of course, and I was like, Happy Father's Day. I went to the French version, but translated. The French version of what? Of this? Can you get a French version of me? Prosperity begins. Oh, okay. Just thought I'd tell you that one. And just about waiting for the time. What came through today was about the Divine Masculine being able to, should we say, drum up some business. The energy of promoting the Divine Feminine. Let's have a look at this reading. We've got 12 cards. Bottom of the deck, trapped in fear. The underlying energy. If the Notre Piri prayer. Okay. That's the prayer. Praying. Definitely some praying going on, I can see that. It's quite a nice energy. Some of the cards are like really nice, the others I'm I'm not even sure what they mean, but we'll go through them. I feel a bit hungry all of a sudden. It's taken some more of the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Quasimodo and Esmeralda, and she loved him. Esmeralda, she loves me. Okay, right, let's have a look. We've got a gentleman who knows it's time to move on, and the light is there, so he's heading towards the light. There's something about feeling the breeze. Okay, because there's this hot energy here. Let me show you what I'm seeing. I'm taking to his hand here. And I felt like a breeze going through his hand, but in a moment, we'll see that there's some hot energy regarding going through the transition. So when you go through the transition, you want to be able to breeze through it. That's why this masculine is trapped in fear. He wants it to be unchallengeable. It's like he can't deal with any more challenges. So it's like this best be a breeze. Moving on. See the leaves here being blown. Then we've got the third eye chakra. So we're talking about your sixth sense, okay? Being able to see. So there's this energy of wanting to be able to see into the future, like that sense. Being able to see into the future. We've got the third eye chakra. The energy of a breakthrough. And it's just like it's got two petals. I'm taking to like the leaves here. We call them petals if you like. Seeing things clearly, there is the awareness now with the magician's energy. So, looks like someone's been in mourning. You'd wear like a black veil, wouldn't you? You'd be in mourning. And I feel that's what that King of Cups energy looked quite sad, like he'd been in mourning. He's aware of this. But the crown chakra here is opened. Connection with spirit. The veil has been like lifted. Then we've got the solar plexus chakra, and this is the oomph that is it's your willpower, your drive. The oomph that the divine can give to you. So there's like, you know, if you, I don't know, how do I say this? I want to say like you put 1 foot forward and the divine will put 10 in. 10 feet. You get quite far with the effort that you put in, even if it's small effort. Because this is like step by step. So small efforts create big outcomes. The sun's shining on this masculine. Okay. He will receive what? He will receive knowledge of what he needs to do. Now comes this hot energy, financial, material changes. Not liking it. It's not pleasant. You can become very scared. Okay. Especially when you feel that there's no solution, and you're really near the point where you need a solution. It will come. It will come. This is where they're testing your faith. You'll get to the point where you'll ask for outside help. So it's like, I have asked for help, I am asking for help, but still, anything that they say is not going to solve your solution. It's because you and only you alone can get through this. Financial and material changes, then we've got patience and planning. there's a lot that's been going on in the mind regarding, because these leaves are falling now, like they've hit the ground. Takes me to the High Priestess, the pillars. So that's where this masculine's walking into. He's been very patient and planning this. An escape plan. And it's manifested. He's been planning it in his mind. Now, your prayers are being answered. You've got joint prayers. You're praying for the same thing. Harmony, love, respect, peacefulness, admiration, contentment, true love. This energy here of not being afraid to be able to stare into each other's eyes. That's the Lover's card. So we're talking about this nudge, the solar plexus, the willpower to want to do something, just a feeling. The King of Cups at the beginning looked sad. And we have the card of emotional loss. So it's a heart call. The solution will come. And it involves the two of you being in harmony. Everything will be alright. So that's the feeling. There's insecurities here, trapped in fear, but knowing that everything will be alright when you're together. Then prosperity begins. Your hand on top of mine, growing something together for the first time. For the first time, life is peachy. Patience is next. Temperance, we saw that card. That's with the King of Cups energy. She was like raising the spirits, raising her glass. To both of you. And look at this growing here. I feel like it grows quickly. So you've got the seed. You're like, okay, I'm going to go and plant this seed. And on your way to planting that seed, it blooms quickly. Rapid growth. Assured. Guaranteed. Temperance represents the masculine and the feminine energy. Now, that seed's growing from that side. I was just checking. They're checking. And the flower's blooming over onto the other side. Okay, Solitude, the Hermit. She's got this open book. One side's been written on. I feel like it's time to tell your story. Yesterday we saw like the mountain tops and he was like calling out from the top. Look how he's risen. This magnificent piece. Chess piece. Okay. And then the masculine, because this takes me to the Temperance card we saw at the beginning. And now it's the masculine. Look how he's elevated. He's got all the tools he needs. They've been delivered to him. He feels like an angel. And there's the ascension. And there's the story. So there's no need to be fear. Unfounded fear. Just fear that you've created yourself. We'll read this card because it's the underlying energy. I saw them. They were on the floor. I'm here to help elevate you. Card number 11. This is the Justice card. This card represents the need for balance and harmony with your inner life as well as what's surrounding you in the physical world. This denotes that some lifestyle adjustments are required at this time. It could be associated with love, relationships, business, or even your career. I was going to say all three, but there's four that are stated there. The balance card is also being shown to make you realise that what you perceive to be happening around you is really an externalisation of an inner process of conflict that you may be currently experiencing. This card will often appear if you work in the legal field or when you're involved in law-related matters. Have faith that justice will triumph, as justice and karma go hand in hand. Look, he's even got his hand in hand. Feel my heart. I can feel your heart. Very strongly. Take only what you've earned. Treat people fairly and don't take advantage of anyone. This is all part of living a balanced karmic life. When determining something, there must be a state of balance, emotionally, mentally, physically and spiritually, so that you can make rational decisions and logical judgments. This is a time to be honest and caring and responsible for the choices that you've made, as well as the ones that will be made in the future. So, I don't know why we read the balance card. Well, it was good to read the balance card, but let's read this this underlying energy here. This card reveals that it's actually your own fear that has you immobilised and trapped, preventing you from making decisions or choices. You are the one who's holding yourself prisoner or hostage, and in order to continue your journey, you must first face your fears, so that new people and conditions can manifest. Many individuals choose to stay in this place because they can't see the road ahead. They feel a misguided sense of safety there, or they're afraid of starting something new. But staying will only add to your levels of stress and anxiety and create adverse effects in your physical body. Seek out wise counsel for assistance. You don't have to do this alone, but know that you possess all of the tools that you need. I'm not even reading this card, but you can see here. That you possess all of the tools that you need to free yourself, and you're forgetting how strong you really are. This period will end when you use your mind to cut through the limitations caused by your emotions. Okay. The next card is Suffering in Silence. And I said, like, I'm speaking to the masculines today. The feminines got a little bit of a putting straight yesterday. Not a telling off, but they were put straight yesterday. It's your turn. It's only fair, isn't it? Let's have a look at Tarot Grand Deluxe. I want to sing to you. I want to sing Happy Father's Day, Happy Father's Day. Not Happy Birthday, but Happy Father's Day. Should we just take those two cards? Oh, this is nice. 4 of Wands. I said about all of the areas. It was love, relationships, business and career. And I said, well, there's 4 though. I was going to say those 3, but there's 4. But there's 2 in the picture, but it's 4 of Wands if you're getting what I'm saying, or what I'm meaning. That's the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine coming together, sharing their lives together, and sharing that with the world. It's like it's what you were born to do. He's doing some research. The masculine is realising this. I mean, when you start researching, it's amazing what you come up with, or when you hear something that you start researching it. I'm taken to like soulmates, twin flames, and you start questioning things. Bottom of the deck. Oh, he's learnt a lot. And it looks like he's ready. I felt the energy of him promoting you. He'd be promoting the pair of you. Promoting you as a pair. But he's new to this, like he's just finding his legs. But the best way, because I was kind of questioned yesterday about, like, where's it come from? Well, I learn stuff and then I immediately find myself, like, talking about it to others. So, teaching it. But not really teaching it, it's just relaying what you've heard. You become like this sponge that just absorbs all this relevant information that you might look at as being random. Did I look at the bottom of the deck? Oh yes. Bambi, finding his legs. Like Thumper, who's excited about Bambi finding his legs so that he can go and play. Okay. The journey of life. Right, let's see how the Oracle will bring this reading together for us. Bringing us all together. This one here. The breaking. Now we had this card the other day. At breaking point. 65, that's the wrong book. At 65. It's like retirement age. We decided to like reach retirement age early. I retire, I'm done. You are breaking apart and you might not understand it at all. There is not so much to be understood, but the simplicity doesn't mean it is easy to endure. You may worry you are going too far, that you may not recover or ever come back together again. But what can you do? Can you hold yourself, does it say that? Can you hold back from the divine love that calls you, that lures you into becoming all that you are, to remembering your divine nature? Well, you could try, but for what purpose? Temporary rest before the storm at best. So take the rest if you need it, then dive into the storm. Let yourself be broken-hearted by the divine so that you can become your truth, become all that you are meant to be. It is better to have the heart broken so that it grows than to be broken-hearted by thinking that you must protect yourself from love. This oracle brings compassionate guidance that no matter what sadness or anger, despair or frustration you may feel, you are being pulled apart not by dark forces, but by the loving embrace of the divine, as it strips you of that which will keep you from your divine realization. Let go and break. It's going to be the making of you. Alright, the poem's Love. Love is a special closeness that sings from the heart. Let me hold this one. Love is a special closeness that sings from the heart, that warms my days and nights, that feels good, that makes me smile, that makes me glad to be alive. Next card, Coming Together, 66, and I keep seeing that song now, 66. Coming together, it's all coming together. I felt drawn to the unicorns. It says, receive pure love and guidance from the magical unicorns. Brothers and sisters. To get along with others, see the love and the best within them. Brothers and sisters, I'm up the volume. Wish upon a star. Brothers and sisters. Sometimes family members take stress out on each other, so you may feel angry or hurt by a brother or sister or a close friend. Instead of fighting with them, first take a moment. Can you see the best within them? Can you think of a time when you felt a lot of love for them? By thinking and feeling love towards your brothers and sisters, you can all get along better. The more unlovable someone is, the more they need love. When people get angry at their loved ones, they do so because they don't know how to control the stress in their life. They might be angry with their teacher or boss and feel like they can't do anything about it. So they take the anger out on the people they live with, and that might include you. You may do the same thing to your family members without knowing it. Deep down you all love each other. Family members always have love, but sometimes this love is hidden by anger. It doesn't feel good to be angry with your brothers and sisters, even if you have good reason for the anger. Can you forgive them in the name of peace? Can you be the first one to say, I'm sorry or I love you? By drawing this card, the unicorns want you to know that your brother, sister or friend really needs your love and understanding right now. You have the power to help everyone get along. What's really coming through there was Father's Day. I picked it up the other day about, we've all had like birthdays or Christmases, anniversaries, Valentine's Days, where they've been like a complete disaster. And it can be quite upsetting, like more than normal, because it's on this specific day where, you know, everyone should be appreciating their fathers. It doesn't always work out like that, does it? Let me remind you that you're the world's greatest daddy. My daughters gave this to their dad on Father's Day. Hi Sherry, how are you doing, darling? Happy Sunday, sweet thing. Okay. Wish upon a star, make a wish and expect the very best. It's a big fly in here, isn't it? Hello. It's noisy as well. We can hear that you're here. You're not being very discreet. Oh. I just feel drawn to cards, so I'm just going to pull some cards. Rather than keep saying to you, I feel drawn. So I'm always drawn to, to do things. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. I don't know what the time is. I think it might be approaching about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I think. Beautiful morning, sitting outside with my coffee and my pop. Yes, I've been sitting outside quite a bit this morning, but and the flowers, I've been doing some gardening and talking to the plants and the birds. But it's a little sticky out there. It doesn't look like the sun's fully out, so there's just this it's like a still energy out there. 2 year. Oh, his 2 year gotcha day this week. Gotcha day. What's a gotcha day? I'm gonna get you, baby. I'm gonna get you, yes I am. Okay, that's interesting. We've got the Chariots here. It's Cruella de Vil. The hair, as we know, is half black and half white. That takes me to the yin yang, but someone's quite frustrated. I'm not sure what to feel of this energy. I feel like it could be like the Divine Masculine's energy. She's quite cruel though, isn't she? Cruella de Vil. Is this masculine like acting like Cruella de Vil? If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. Okay. She's like a spider in her web, waiting for the kill. Cruella, Cruella de Vil. I feel this is the karmic energy. Well, obviously they've been paired up for a reason, to learn a very valuable lesson that no one else could teach this divine masculine. So if she doesn't scare you, then no evil thing will. So if he comes over, if he overcomes his fear of this feminine, she'll skin you alive, will she? I'd like to see her try. No, I wouldn't, but I don't want to manifest that. But I don't think so. I wrote that one. Maybe we shouldn't say I'd like to see her try. That's a bit of a cocky answer, isn't it? It's like, I don't think so. So she doesn't scare you, then no evil thing will. But she's like a spider in her web. She's waiting for the kill. Chariot's energy. So the divine giving that push, because that's what the Chariot's energy is. The I can attitude. I can do whatever I want to do. It's Father's Day. Seriously, you should be able to do whatever you want to do on Father's Day, shouldn't you? I think so. It's your day. Get gone. Captain Hook, my favourite villain. My daughter was talking this morning, just randomly, before she went to work. She's gone to work today. She doesn't normally work Sundays, but this morning she does. And she said, aren't you a little bit sick of how like they keep remaking like these Disney movies? And I went, what, like Peter Pan? And then we started like thinking about the ones that haven't been done, and there isn't many that haven't been done, but there's Peter Pan and Cinderella that they've kind of really exhausted those. And I said to her, who's like your favourite villain? And she said, Maleficent. I said, mine's Captain Hook. I said the other day about that. And that day that I said it, the bottom of the deck was Captain Hook's hat. Just like in this puddle. I've had it. I'm walking the plank. Tick-tock. Time's a ticking. So, yeah, we were talking about that this morning. And then we spoke, I said, what about the Wizard of Oz? And there was the great and powerful Oz that was made. And should I like that one? So I think we'll be watching that one soon. Yeah, it's been a while. But that kind of jogged our memory today. He's got himself a map here. A way out. Okay. Yeah, there's the energy of it. It's like, I dare you, like, one more time. Like, it just takes for someone to do something one more time. It's good enough reason. There's the energy here of, I warned you, but it's the Four of Wands. So he's going to take back what's rightfully his. Like his freedom. That's rightfully yours, isn't it? Your freedom. Four of Wands again. So we had the Four of Wands energy here. Let's look at your sacred destiny. Why not? It's his sacred. The day he came home. That's what Sherry puts. His 2-year gotcha day this week. The day he came home. I'm loving the colours. I'm loving these colours anyway at the moment. I'm just really drawn to these nice, bright, vibrant colours. And we've got love. That was the name of the poem with the break-in. Love is all you need. Wild Rose. Roses are a universal symbol of love. The rose was associated with Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. It was also thought to represent truth. In Roman times, a rose was hung in meeting places with the understanding that only truth could be spoken under the rose. In many Native American tribes, wild roses are a powerful symbol of life. Some tribes believed that wild roses were protection, so they kept them in their homes. The wild rose, as opposed to the domesticated rose, represents a love that is wild and free and without bounds. It blossoms all summer and is beloved by bees and butterflies. The sacred landscape wants you to know love is all around you. Love is coming into your life. You are already more cherished than you can possibly know. Indeed, you are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you when you stand at the centre of it all. All is well, no matter what is happening around you. You know that you are loved and you are lovable. You know that there is nothing that you need to do to deserve love. You are enough just as you are. The Creator is love, and in the depth of your soul, you are love. In matters of the heart and romance, all is healing or is already healed. In terms of self-love, your confidence and self-esteem are growing as you take time to cherish and care for yourself. Oh, I was going to say, I raise my glass to you. It's like, but I salute you. Okay. Where should we go now then? 37 minutes. I feel quite drawn just to get this reading wrapped up. But I'm drawn to Rumi, so I don't think the Mother Mary's speaking today. Well, she might be now that I've said that. Resplendent with grace. I'll read the poem of this. What card number? 24. Mr. Fly, would you like to settle down, please? I felt the energy of like the fly chatting to me. So I've asked the fly to settle down. But I was outside earlier on and this bird was like chirping away at me. And I said to Jamie, what do you think like he's saying? I said, do you think he's like talking, bringing a message to us? Or is he calling like his mate? And I felt the same with the fly. I asked it to settle down, but it was like, I'm trying to talk to you, I'm trying to give you a message. And I think this might be what this is about. Well, for one, my bra strap is showing. Thank you very much. I've adjusted myself. Sound like Elvis. Elvis has left the building. Okay, Yesty come through, start spreading the news, I'm leaving today. Resplendent with grace. So, I felt the fly trying to have a chat with us. What is that fly saying? It says, greetings from my heart to you, who are always with me, hidden inside as the heart. You are the compass of my life. My course is your way, no matter where I go. You exist everywhere and in everything, always watching over us. My soul brightens in the darkness when I speak your name. Far beyond the body, there is an opening from my heart into yours. Through that opening, I send you secret messages, like the moonlight. I polish the mirror of my heart to be your reflection. I make my ear the receiver for the tenderness of your words. You are in the ear, you are in the mind, you are in every burning heart. What am I saying? You are I. This is my way to describe you. Rumi. It's interesting. What I'll do later, because I saved the photo that I saw. It's about telling your secrets in the garden. Okay. I'll share it with you because it made me chuckle. And I was going to share it, so. But this comes in great. When it says, you are in the ear, you are in the mind. It's more that ear part. Okay. I will do that afterwards. I'll put it on the community tab. Your divine grace clothes me in robes of sky blue and blood red, as a shimmering galaxy of compassion within the field of which no being is excluded. The darkness of night is illuminated, and all creatures are bathed in the fine golden hue of your presence. There is only beauty beheld now, for there is nothing that is not of your artistry, of your divine hand, generous with its grace. Right, let's give these cards a shuffle. I don't feel like I've got enough elbow space. Energy's a bit tired. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do now and what time I'm going to put dinner on, and I should really be focusing on wrapping up this reading. Sacred Soul Sister. Hey soul sister, I don't want to miss a single thing we do tonight. So I'm taking to all these colours again. Sacred Soul Sister, card number 37. I'm going to have another cup of coffee, that's what I'm going to do. When you are conscious, a cloud of sadness surrounds you. When you are beyond consciousness, the moon rests in your arms. When you are conscious, the beloved moves out of your reach. And when you are beyond consciousness, the ecstasy of love moves your way. When you are conscious, you are depressed like fall. When you are beyond consciousness, the winter cold feels like spring. All your wavering is due to your longing to be stable. Look for instability until you become stable. Rumi. I love you. I am your other self. I am with you always, your partner on this soul journey. I am the you that you do not see. I am the you that speaks through intuition and instinct. I whisper and sing and shout my crazed truth-telling to you, through your dreams, through your body. I am the you that is wise, that trusts in life, that knows. I am the you that sees reality rather than appearance. I am the you that knows how to be happy and free. There is a valid point of view that we travel this path of our life journey alone. Our deepest descents into the psyche happen alone. We meet death alone and come into the world alone. And yet there is a vaster perspective that we are never alone, that it would be impossible to really be alone. We are connected to all of life, and there is no such thing as being alone in reality, only in limited and temporary perception. As if such community were not enough, there is a partner, an ally who journeys with you from birth to death and beyond, again and again. You have a sacred sister, a sister of your soul. And this is interesting because the brothers and sisters came up, didn't it? Or friend. We've got sacred soul sister. What are you saying, Mr. Fly? Come and settle down and listen. I can't even see it. Oh, it's behind me. 4455 on the counter. And it stopped. As if such community were not enough, there is a partner, an ally who journeys with you from birth to death and beyond, again and again. You have a sacred sister, a sister of your soul. She weaves the stories of truth through dreams and insights that come upon you as if from nowhere. Perhaps they drop into your mind or seem to erupt from within you, but that is her talking to you, demanding or reassuring, depending on what the occasion best calls for at that moment. Her truths may seem overly dramatic, so you're I've only got a little drizzle of coffee left. I'm going to go after this card. Her truths may seem overly dramatic, so you may discount them as workings of an overactive imagination, or perhaps her truth tales are so subtle you dismiss them as meaningless, fleeting fancy. The wise ones know, however, that the truths of the Sacred Soul Sister are powerful, relevant, and worthy of time and attention. They know her oftentimes strange and startling offerings hold the keys to unlock entire worlds, to open up new realities, and to transform the nature of our existence from the deepest and most esoteric spiritual levels to the most palpable, practical, daily realities of our living bodies in the physical world. Your Sacred Soul Sister is your partner in consciousness. Make no mistake, she is you. She is just the part of you so great you cannot always see her from your conscious mind. It is sort of like the eye of the dog trying to see its whole self, which is a bit tricky, for as it moves to see its rear, so the rear is moved along too. So rather than through direct perception, the Sacred Soul Sister is met through reflection. She can be received in those moments of rest, where great ideas are born. She is a genius, you see, vastly creative and inspired. Her worlds are those we access in sleep and meditation, or absorbing engagement in activity, where the mind can relax and drop into realities far more vast than those of daily life and be replenished. Excuse me. To tap into her wisdom, to distill a teaching from the fragmented memory of a dream, or a subtle feeling experienced in meditation, requires that you walk with her gait, and not the fast-paced, forward-moving canter of your conscious and intellectual mind. Her gait is meandering and apparently unstudied, yet she is in deep concentration to feel for truth of movement, to allow for what is emerging to express itself through her, and she is listening rather than demanding to know, to force, to speak, or to direct. To receive her genius and benefit most fully from it requires a willingness to surrender logic and open up to inspiration, to become empty, to let the mind soften and become receptive, open and permeable. She delivers questions that lead to answers, but not according to demands issued by an insecure and fearful mind. She offers what is genuinely needed and answers the deepest questions of the heart. She is trustworthy, this sister. She cannot betray truth. Therefore, she can be relied upon as a faithful way-shower for the heart. So to commune with her, wise as that impulse is, requires that you learn the ways of her world and the strange symbolic language she speaks. She will never tell you what you already know. Why be so inefficient? No, she prefers to educate, elucidate, intrigue, and beguile as you are drawn into far more beautiful, powerful, and helpful truths. So in her world and in her language, you must suspend your need to immediately understand. Let yourself absorb the imagery, the feelings, and the possibilities to dwell, ponder, and be permeated by the wisdom. The appearance of a horse may signify your own spiritual being, and the appearance of you may signify a false sense of identity, and not the real you at all. You may see desert landscapes and moonlit nights in your dreams. When so much inner growth is happening, you assume bloom like the springtime. You may dream of charging up hills with great energy, when in your physical world you can barely muster enough strength to get out of bed in the morning. What does all of this mean? This apparent contrary, world upside down, nothing is as it seems, symbolism. The meaning is the communication, and the communication is received in repose, in reflection, in quietness and rest. And you must trust her, and trust yourself. When something needs to be known, so it shall be. This is necessary, so much less than what we expect. Your lack of knowing is not ignorance, your unknowingness is your bowing to life with trust. She has come to you through this oracle to remind you that everything is all right, that she has your back, no matter what appearances may seem to be to your more limited dog's eye consciousness in the light of day. She is guiding you with her wider knowledge through circumstances and situations that are ultimately going to free you into a greater love than you have ever known. No matter whether you feel like a rat in a maze or a bewildered drunk stumbling through labyrinth back alleyways trying to find your way home again. No matter how out of control life may seem, she's letting you know all is proceeding just as it should, and that her will shall manifest. Her will is your wholeness, your completion. Her will must manifest and shall, because her will is nature. It is growth, it is God, she is God, in you, now. Remember that, and you'll realise, if you don't mind the ending being told before the last chapter, that everything's going to be okay. This oracle comes with particular guidance also. You know something, deep in your bones, without knowing how or why, or without particular reason, you just know. It doesn't make sense, but you know. It may be joy that you know. It may be that you know to avoid a certain situation. It may be that something is going to work out beautifully, despite appearances to the contrary, at a particular moment. It may be that you are meant to take a certain path. You just know. This oracle comes as confirmation that your knowing, mysterious as it is your sacred soul sister talking through you. Trust it and act, or not, accordingly. Let's finish this reading with this sacred honouring ritual. Kneel or sit comfortably, preferably on the ground or somewhere you feel grounded and anchored to the earth. That could be on the floor, if practical. Rest your hands on the ground or on your legs and say aloud, I call upon the sacred sister of my soul, the shadow priestess of wisdom in the temple of love. You guide me to love, and under the merciful grace and protection of Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, our relationship is one of respect, care, and divine guidance. May I be blessed with receptivity to your genius and capacity for the grace of growth. So be it. Rest for a few moments. You have finished your ritual. And I finished on page 166. Just by chance. Just by chance. Look at this card here. What is this that stuck to me? Passion for purpose. This is your purpose. You know. You just know. I surge on the uprising wave of love. Well, that sounds good. Sounds like fun. Okay, thank you for joining me, guys, and I'll catch up with you all soon. So Until then, take care. Have a fantastic Father's Day. Have a fantastic day. Much love. Bye for now.